Interesting date in the Johnson family because it's Mrs. Johnson's birthday. So it shows that it doesn't matter what was going on. President Johnson was going to take people all around that ranch, and he was going to politic with them more appropriately. And he would drive people down to the birthplace and open it up and give people a grand tour of that to show them where he was going to be buried. On the morbid side, but he would show off his parents. He would say, "This is where my parents were buried. This is where I'm going to be buried. This is where Lady Bird will be buried. Linda and Lucy, and so forth." And then he would show people the cattle operation. You folks drove by the show barn back at the ranch. I always say, did you notice the alleyway's wide enough to get a Lincoln Continental like the center of it? No one had to get out and get cow patties in the bottom of their shoes. But they would have the cattle out here during the late 50s. You'd be wandering around because the actual first show barn was behind us. We just walked by. It was one big operation, and then it got moved to the back of the ranch. And so underneath this live oak tree, it's not just Vietnam. Yes, you've got the Vietnam War being discussed, but it's also Medicare, Medicaid. It's also civil rights. It's also the war on poverty. It's also the 62 educational bills. This is riots being discussed. This is, Selma, Alabama. You name it. This is how I was in the 1960s. Comes from a small stone farmhouse, which was built in the late 1890s by a German family from Fredericksburg. And this is a picture of what the house originally looked like, and I will talk more about that when we're standing here. But the LBJ Ranch was a place to bring heads of state, celebrities, politicians, former presidents, you name it, down here so that President Johnson could show off his Western image. That was what he identified himself as. A man from the West, not a Southern politician. He wants to shed that political image, especially as he's being identified that by most folks, especially in the Senate during the early 50s. He's getting himself acquainted before he becomes majority leader. And then, this is exactly a month and a year after November 22nd, 1963. He wants to shed that he's the accidental president. He's saying, yes, I continue to President Kennedy again, but I just defeated Senator Barry Goldwater, the biggest landslide majority vote in the history of the presidency. Goldwater, he was a character. And so was President Johnson. So, this is what he can see out here and saying, I'm going to bring about the Great Society. This is where this begins. You folks have any questions before we go on up to the house? About the ranch? These are live oak trees that you're seeing here in the front of the house, in the front yard here. What's also in the cemetery.